Hello everybody, Jack of all trades again with another train update video here. This is now the completed layout. I told you guys I was going to get it done. Well, I didn't exactly get it all done, but as you can see, it's pretty close. The last thing I am working on, which has given me all kinds of problems, is the Dunkirk-Haley signal tower. So I still have some railings to put on here and some other features. Things did not go right with this, and I actually ended up gluing one of the walls on backwards. There was one little thing I didn't realize here where like the chimney goes. So this one's on me. Yeah, I'm still learning too. But we're gonna clean it up and we're gonna make it look good. I already put the pad on it with the road bed, just like I did the Arcastory's grain elevator. So it'll come along. But anyway, I mean the bulk of it's done. I will be going around probably touching up some foliage. Between moving it around and kids grabbing it. My 1-year-old decided to take a handful of foliage this morning off of it when I had it upstairs. So we'll touch up a little bit of that. I might actually add some evergreen trees up on the mountain and somewhere around just to make it look a little more real. But we got the you guys haven't seen the water feature yet, so let me zoom in here. So this is our water feature. You can probably see little bits of ballast in there, but that's okay because you know what, we're I'm sure ballast goes in the river when they redo it. So let me go up here for you so you can see the origin of the river is kind of tucked back in there. I kind of wanted it to be like you didn't really see where it was coming from, so you can kind of maybe assume that it's starting up here on the mountain and going down or whatever. And then here's where the river is. Now right here in this spot there was I wasn't sure, I was having a heck of a time getting this to dry. Well, I ended up taking it outside and left it out on our back deck for a while. Some of you probably saw the picture on Facebook. And then I had seen a bubble right there, so I took a lighter like you use to pop the bubbles, and it just made a little burn mark right there. So I actually had to come back with my brush and touch it up, and then it left brush strokes on it. So I decided to do the whole thing and just put the brush strokes on it. So I figured, well, that kind of gives it like more of a feature, like it's actual water moving and not just kind of stagnant there. The waterfall here, that is a cotton ball soaked in the Woodland Scenics realistic water here. I just soaked it in that and kept pulling it apart with tweezers and just put it on there. So that actually turned out pretty good. I mean, it might not look as great in the video, but it does look pretty good. And then down here where it's real shallow, this was another part. I did put another like waterfall area here, but I really only did this just to keep the water from spilling out. I had a lot spill out. I was trying to find it, raise up the front and keep it on the right angle so it would like level where I wanted it to, and I was having a little bit of a hard time with it. So but I thought this part did look pretty good coming through here. It's shallow. You can see the rocks a little better when we were kind of losing foliage off the sides here, and I'm like, you know what, just leave it in the river. It can float along down. So you'll see a couple bits of brown and orange going through there, and some red and yellow too. So so that's pretty much it. I didn't do the foliage around the whole side, the whole thing. It goes probably to the center of each side, and that's where it stops. But I might come back and do some of it. So there's definitely options. I mean, this isn't like a 4x8 HO layout where you could work on it for years and keep adding this, that, and the other, and it's never going to be done. I wanted this to be more of a start to finish project with little to no maintenance at the end. Maybe touching up foliage, maybe doing some track weathering, things like that. But so far I like it. It's kind of perfect for the upcoming season. I wanted to show you guys some more here with the grain elevator. So yeah, we got some of these cars in the way, but you can see the this is the PS2 hopper that actually came with it. So I wanted to make sure that this flume was pretty close to the center, right above the car. And we got it pretty good. And as you guys know, I use the road bed, the HO road bed. I did say that in this video, which kind of leveled it right up to the Rokuhan track where we needed it. You can see we got like a man door there. We got like a little loading dock on this side. So I guess I don't have any flat cars in Z-Scale yet, but I'll be anxious to see how well those come up to that loading dock. I do have, let's see, take this one off and actually try. See, I'm learning about my own layout while you guys are. So put this gondola on here, this waffle gondola. So, okay, that's still a little high, but maybe a flat car might work. This is the Penn Central waffle gondola made by AZL, of course. So we'll put our hopper back on there. So yeah, this layout is pretty much complete. It's been a fun project to build, and I really, if you guys are looking into Z-Scale, I mean there is a ton you can do with a little amount of space. You guys know that. But I really am a big fan of these micro layouts. You know, you start them, you build them, you finish them, you have something nice to look at. And I think anybody could say they could fit a 20 by 28 inch layout in their home, whether it's an efficiency apartment or a mansion. So, you know, definitely keep these in mind doing projects like this. So, like I said, not much left to do with this, just a couple touch-ups here and there. And yeah, it'll be a nice addition to the fall decorations this year. We're going to have it upstairs and on display throughout the season here. So as I have expressed to you guys, I have had a surprise coming up when I finish this layout. Well, I have had it for a while because I wanted to make sure that they didn't run out of these at AZL here. So I bought this specifically for this layout. So you can see it's fall themed. I got my Penn Central RS3s made by AZL on there. I got some Penn Central Micro Trains hoppers there. I've had some other Penn Central cars, the gondola I showed you. So this was another railroad that was actually absorbed by the Penn Central. It wasn't just Pennsylvania and New York Central. It was also New York, New Haven, and Hartford. So here we have a Bud RDC by AZL. This is the last road number that we had in New Haven. There was 3 originally. There was only 3 of these left, and this is number 41. So I'll unbox this real quick. Comes in your normal AZL packaging. You get the plastic case, the plastic shells on the inside. So we'll pop that out of here. So, and you get it wrapped in plastic for extra protection. So gonna get this out of here. I'm not that great at unboxing. I'm not really that great at doing what I'm doing, but you know, hey, we're making it work. So right here we have our New Haven RDC. Now this was, some of these you will see if you look online, they still had the New Haven logos, but they also had the little Penn Central logo right here after they were merged. So I figured they did have New York Centrals as well, but I figured, you know what, I don't have anything in New Haven in this scale. I want to make sure I pick that up. So they're real sleek. You know, these Bud RDCs were big time travel in, I believe, the 50s and still the 60s, maybe earlier. I probably have my dates all wrong. I'm sure you guys know. But I figure these things are really perfect to run on little layouts like this. It doesn't, you know, it can run by itself. You can double head these, triple head these if you wanted to run a couple of them. I mean, some of the other ones that we offer, Baltimore and Ohio, Boston and Maine, New York Central, I think some of those ones still have 3 road numbers. So if you wanted to, you could connect them all and make a longer commuter train. So let's get this thing on the track. I'm going to take the RS3s off right here, and we're gonna put this RDC on. So the one thing I will show you when you put it on the track is sometimes Well, it's not. Oh, of course, it's going to do it a little bit. Sometimes these AZL motors are very sensitive to power. So even just having the Roku Hunt controller on, you see the green light. The power's turned on. It's not, the throttle's not up. It's in forward, but you can see that it's just sitting there, and this will sometimes tend to move. It hasn't. It's not doing it right now, of course, because I want to show you. But yeah, just something to look out for. It's not the end of the world. All you got to do is shut the power pack off if you're not using it. Simple as that. So let's get a little closer here and see this thing on the bridge. Uh-oh. Zoom in just a little bit so you can see. So you can see the lettering so clear on that. The details. You got the air horns on the front and the back, or the back and the front, depending on which way you're going. You got the vents on the roof there. Just everything's done in our typical perfect AZL style here. So let's put the throttle up, and we'll give it a test here. Zoom out some. So does have a little bit of get up and go. I mean, you figure for them, operating by itself, it's gonna move a little bit. So yeah, this is the new thing. This is my gift to myself for finishing the layout. So as you can see, I really think this goes well with a micro layout. You can run these on probably smaller tracks as well. I haven't tested it to actually see what the curves are, but I know I have ran this thing into the turnouts before, and it has been okay running like from here to this, through this turnout going to the left. So these are double axle trucks. They're not some of like the 3-axle trucks like you would see on like this is the E7. So sometimes you'll see 3-axle trucks like these on some of the other bigger diesels. This can still run because the trucks are closer together, but yeah, these go around the curves pretty good, no problem. You can kind of see how it stretches if you look on the like the outer curve here. You can kind of see how it floats inward, and you can kind of see the rail coming out from underneath of it on this side. It's no big deal. I mean, it just, you might not be able to do smaller curves with this. Maybe not. You just have to test it out. But if you're using, these are RO2 Roku Hunt pieces. They're your standard curves, like what you would get in like an oval loop if you bought like a starter pack. So, this runs no problem on that. But great addition to any little layout. And yeah, hope you guys pick up one of these. Go to US Z-Scale. We have tons of different road numbers of these still. They're great little cars. They're powered. You can double, triple head them, like I said, and a great addition to any layout. So I know I'm rambling on here, so I'm sure you guys are sick of me for now. And we will catch you all in the next one. And the next one's going to be some updates on some future projects, because I have another Z-Scale project coming. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, everybody. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.